This gruesome vandalism in Santa Rosa using pig's blood happened 2 years ago, connected to testimony in the George Floyd police brutality case. And today, the preliminary hearing began for the 4 defendants accused of that attack. Good evening, I'm Amma Dates.
And I'm Dan Ashley. Thanks for joining us. I-Team reporter Dan Noyes is just back from court, and he is here with the very latest on this case. Dan?
Well, Dan and Amma, the victim whose home was splashed from end to end with pig blood and a severed pig's head left on her doorstep, does not want to be identified. In this case, she's called Jane Doe. On the stand today, Jane Doe testified she's a retired Santa Rosa police officer and ex-wife of Barry Broad, use of force expert in the George Floyd case. He testified for Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, eventually convicted of murder after kneeling on Floyd's neck.
I felt that Derek Chauvin was justified.
Even before the verdict, Jane Doe was worried about an attack at her house, the one she shared with Broad before their divorce. She installed a surveillance camera that captured the vandals. The video played today in court. Richard Freeman is her attorney.
As she got the front door open and could see the pig's head sitting on the front porch and the blood splattered from one end of the house to the other, I think it started to sink in a little bit.
Broad's ex-wife testified she was so concerned about an attack that she installed security cameras and started sleeping with her cell phone in one hand and her Glock pistol on the other side. She says that she still does that to this day because she's concerned about further vandalism or further attacks. Jane Doe testified she saw 4 suspects that night. Only 2 from that scene have been arrested.
The thought that people that would be motivated to do and to carry out these kinds of things are still at large in the community, I think, is very troubling.
2 more defendants are accused of using pig blood that same night to cover the hand statue in the Santa Rosa shopping plaza. The defense lawyers all declined to be interviewed except Vincent Barrientos. He says his client, Kristen Almoif, admits purchasing pig blood from this Santa Rosa butcher and splashing it on the hand statue.
Yes, Ms. Almoif bought the blood, but she didn't agree to vandalize a home. She just basically passed it off without really knowing the extent of what they were going to do.
He says Almoif is a decorated Marine Corps veteran who served 2 tours in Afghanistan. He's trying to have her case separated from the others.
She has diagnosed PTSD from things that happened over there, and I can't get a reasonable offer to put her into veterans court, so that's why we're litigating this.
And the hearing it continues tomorrow at 1:30, I just found out. Now, the judge is expected to hold the 4 defendants over for trial, and of course, we will be watching.
All right, Dan, thank you.